How do you prevent some of the amazing reactors that you're designing? How do you prevent from destroying all of human civilization in the process? What's
It's
the
like
safety protocols?
fusion is interesting because it's not really directly weaponizable. Because what I mean by that is that you have to work very hard to make these
Yes.
conditions at which you can get energy gain from fusion. And this means that when we design these devices with respect to application in the energy field, is that because they're producing large amounts of power and they will have hot things inside of them,
Mhm.
this means that they have like a level of industrial hazard, which is very similar to like you would have like in a chemical processing plant, or
Mhm.
any kind of energy plant actually has these as well too. Underneath it, core technology like can't be directly used in a nefarious way because of the power that's being emitted. It just basically, well, if you try to do those things, typically it just stops working.
So the safety concerns have to do with just regular things that, like equipment malfunctioning, melting of equipment, like all this kind of stuff
Yeah,
that has nothing to do with fusion
yeah.
necessarily.
I mean, usually what we worry about is the viability, because in the end, we build pretty complex objects to realize these requirements. And so what we try really hard to do is like not damage those components, but those are things which are internal to the fusion device. And this is not something that you would consider about like it would, as you say, destroy human civilization, because that release of energy is just inherently limited because of the fusion process. So it doesn't say that there's zero. So you asked about the other feature of it, that it's safe. So it is, the process itself is intrinsically safe, but because it's a complex technology, you still have to take into account consideration aspects of the safety. So it produces ionizing radiation instantaneously. So you have to take care of this, which means that you shield it. You think of like your dental x-rays or treatments for cancer and things like this. We always shield ourselves from this. So we get the beneficial effects, but we minimize the harmful effects of those. So there are all those aspects as well too.